The Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix 2024, it's lights out and away we go, getting a reasonable start, who is the Red Bull Academy driver. And then looking at in front, we've got Antonelli, Mercedes-Benz backed driver 2. And as we come through into the final corner, it's Martins, Hauger, Miata with us in P4. But it is now time for the feature race. Lights out and away we go at Sakir here on a lovely Sunday morning. It's a very good launch, a little bit squiggly, but it looked like we managed to get the second stage of the start much better. All good right now as we head into turn 1, but it has been a dominant win here in the feature race. We even got a PlayStation trophy as well, prepared to drive. Again, it shows you how much I've played this game. So fantastic first weekend there. P4 in the sprint and first in the feature. Absolute domination there, which is exactly what we need to build that title lead. If we're going to get into Formula 1, we've got some strong rookie talent and we need to prove ourselves. And just like that, we're here again. Welcome to round 2 from Jeddah for the 2024 FIA Formula 2 Championship here on F1 25. I know what you're all thinking. We've got a bit of a break in real life. If you're watching this when this video's out, we've got got a few weeks until the next Formula 1 race from Miami. But that being said, I'm hoping this little video will kill some of the time. So sit back, relax and enjoy a Formula 2 race weekend here in Saudi Arabia. And of course, this is one of the 2 races that was cancelled due to the Iran conflict at the moment. Which was Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, and I hope that the situation is resolved, we don't get any more cancellations, and we can get back to the stuff in life that really is the stuff that everyone wants to enjoy more of, which is motor racing. So I'm hoping Blacklist here, we can provide you some good content and give you a little bit of a break from the world at the moment. It's all a bit chaotic, I know, so take your time, relax and enjoy some Formula 2 action here on F1 25. We start off by doing the tyre wear challenge, which is basically where we go around and circulate the circuit. And what we need to do is try and keep within a delta, which you can see in the top right, and try and not let the car slide as much and have too much wheel spin. And we managed to get it spot on in our third lap, which was really good. And then, of course, we did the race strategy, which is where you have to keep to a delta as well. And we were able to get through that. I don't know why I didn't get it on the first lap. I think my pace was just a bit low. But yeah, we ended up in 4th in practice. And going into the race events and qualifying, this is the standings at play. 32 points ahead with Hajar in 21. So, you know, it's all looking pretty close at the moment. And, you know, we've only had the first race weekend. So now we are here for qualifying night. And with qualifying, how it works in this career mode, it's quite simple, really. We have X amount of time. I can't remember how much time we have, but it's basically one qualifying session, set your fastest lap, go home. So this is our best attempt, really. And, you know, we want to conserve as much when it comes to tyres. You know, we're not given full flexibility and freedom. So this hot lap is a bit of a do or die. The pressure is on. Can we get the best out of these tyres? Because, of course, once we've done the lap, you know, that's pretty much it. And of course, we want to try and keep our options as open as possible. As we fly through in Sector 1, it's all so twisty. I absolutely love this circuit. I'm going to be honest. I know that people will criticise some of the new tracks in F1, and rightly so. I agree with some of the criticisms, but I think Jeddah's one of the good ones. You know, it's a fantastic circuit. I'm really looking forward to the new one they're building at the moment. I mean, they're building that huge ramp. I mean, it looks like something out of the Wipeout games, what they're designing out there, which is you know, it's pretty cool. You know, I respect it. From a Formula 1 and sports fan, I'm glad that we have, you know, people wanting to actually put money into the sport, and we're investing in new proper facilities. But Jeddah's been an extremely good placeholder, and it has provided some crazy racing. It's a very, very fast flowing street circuit with a lot of heavy braking zones as well, which really makes it an interesting venture as we fly through in the chicane at the end of Sector 2. Of course, we're quite early in qualifying, so it makes sense for us to be setting purple sectors in sector 1-2, just clipping the wall slightly there on the right hand side. Nothing to worry about, all is well at the moment as we head into the final turn right now, breaking down into third gear. Antonelli setting a time of 1:44, and we're going to go and try and beat that as we now dive down the main straight. The DRS opens. Yeah, that's right, DRS still a thing in current Formula 2 as well. It's a 1:43.798, a fantastic lap. And where does that land us in qualifying? Well, actually, we were just pipped by 1/10 by Gabriel Bortoleto in the Invicta, the McLaren-backed junior, as we head to the race. Oh, will you look at that? I didn't know it rained in Saudi Arabia, but here we are. Lights out and away we go in a drenched Jeddah street circuit, and we break through into first turn. A little bit of contact there with Shaw. I gotta be honest, I was not expecting the early braking as I was, but you know, we just tuck in. We got a warning, you know, a little slap on the wrist, don't do that again. So we're gonna play by the book, it's all good. So I just settle into the zone, heading through now, and of course the car is so slippy. I'm gonna be honest, I was not prepared for rain. I didn't really check the forecast because I just thought, oh, it's just gonna be dry, isn't it? It always is in desert races. It turns out they did add some rain, and well, it does rain out there, but it's a hell of a lot rarer. But yeah, they threw me off a little bit while the wet tyres were on, and of course the car just felt completely different. So I said, right, you know, just focus on keeping it on the island early on, and let's try and make up some positions. Well, you know what, Bortoleto, if you don't mind, you've left a perfect little gap for me, slipping and sliding through the hairpin. Oh, the back end wants to go everywhere but where I wanted to, but we managed to hold it nicely. Thankfully, we were able to catch the car. These F2 cars, they're slidey, but they're quite fun to drive, especially compared to their F1 counterparts, in the sense that they, you know, you can throw them around a little bit, you can have a good time with them, and it does make the racing quite interesting. And you can just see the grip is not there at the moment. I'm sort of driving on ice, it feels like, because it's not wet, it's not dry, it's actually bam smack in the middle. So of course I'm thinking, okay, just focus on keeping it clean. And of course we jump through to lap 3 now. We're still in P8. We're going to make that P7. Oh, we would go to the right hand side of Marty, and we got him. We actually got him around the outside. That was a fire move, if I say so myself. I was very proud of that one. It all gets a little bit intense sometimes, but hey, we're doing okay. And I'm starting to get to, I remember when we got to this point of the race, I started to feel the grip coming in. I was like, okay, I know where the car is slipping, I know where it's struggling. Looking at tyre wear right now, the rears, particularly that right rear, 30%, oh, it's taking a bit of a beating. And as we come through now, we're going to be starting the final lap, and I'm thinking 6th is pretty good. But then people decide, I don't know why the AI does this. It's been like this since F1 2010. We've had somewhat insane AI doing, you know, very, very, I don't know how to describe it. They're just hard coded to pit in. So we've ended up now in P3 on the final lap because of it. Yeah, I couldn't script that myself. As we come through now onto the final lap, well, it's Antonelli who wins the race with Barnard in second. And then, of course, we're coming through in P3. A great race there. Marty right behind us. Red Bull-backed car in 4th with Carrera, Crawford in 5th and 6th. It's all looking pretty good at the moment. So, you know what? A surprise podium in that first race. I thought, this is pretty good. This is exciting. But yeah, I remember feeling a bit thrown off by that. Like, why are they coming into the pits? In real life, they wouldn't do that. They would have just, you know, the time conversion of the time you would lose compared to the time you would, you know, get from pitting. You're better off just staying out. But hey, you know what? If that's what the game wants to throw at me, I'm not going to say no. That being said, we finish in 3rd place. And we got some good points, and in the title standings, we still got the same gap at the moment, 11-point lead. But it's now Andrea Kimi Antonelli who has overtaken Isaac Hadjar, and in the constructors, Campos Racing lead by 3 points. We're Roden MP2, of course, and Prema are tied with us as well. Now, if you want to know what's going on, if you jumped into this video thinking, oh, I haven't seen the first episode, well, guess what? You can go and watch it right now. And I won't blame you if you want to go and pause it and hit the little icon in the top right, because that will take you to episode 1, where we picked our driver, which is Miata, because he's Toyota backed. And there we go, and it was really exciting. Also as well, I'm now part of Studio 8 Collective. I've got some cool projects coming up with them as well, so make sure you follow me on all my socials as well, link in the description to that, and you'll be able to follow all of my projects, not just on YouTube but also out of YouTube itself. Lights out and away we go for the sprint. And this time, due to the car being much more grippy, I just took off. I went, okay, all right, this was a clean start. In fact, it was the start of the gods, if I say so myself. And we now head through into the next section. I just drove off. I was really comfortable with the car, having driven it in the wet and, you know, getting used to it through that. I always kind of feel that if I drive the car in the wet in any game and then cut to the dry, yeah, I just have an insane confidence. I mean, when I was go-karting as a kid as well, we used to do a lot of, we had a greasy indoor circuit. So on the days it was more grippy, you definitely felt the speed come in. And you know, even though it's a racing game and that was years ago, there's a little bit of that natural element that I'd like to think still sticks with me. I can feel, even in a racing game, just on a controller, you can just feel the grip change, and, you know, you can kind of build a bit of a predictive move to what it's going to do. So we're pulling ahead quite nicely. All is well for us. We're hoping to secure a second feature race win in this series if all goes well. But behind us, it's getting quite juicy. We've got a little pack here. We've got Marty, Bortoletto, Antonelli, Hadjar, Verschoor, Barnard and Behrman. Yeah, it's all getting a little bit interesting there. And if anyone makes one mistake, it could be, you know, you could be going from second or third to literally 9th or 10th at this point. Maybe even more. There is a gap developing between Aaron and Martins, but all is well right now. And Bortoletto is going to have a look. He's got the DRS open as he heads into the final turn now. He goes to the outside. Marty just covering him at the moment, but it's going to be a bit of a drag race. But I think Bortoletto just lost a little bit of time there. As we head through now onto lap 6, he still hasn't made it past. It looks like it's going to be another attempt. And there we go, Bortoletto goes to the outside, just same again, Marty just holding down nicely. I'm sure that his potential future employers at Red Bull will be looking at this. It's a drag race now though, but Bortoletto's got the DRS, he's kicking it in quite nicely. There's only 1/10 in it, and they break through now into turn 1. Looks like Bortoletto did get him in the end. Or did he? Let's see what happens. We're going to be coming through now out of turn 2 and 3, and it's all going fine at the moment. And Bortoletto managed to get through at the end there, but still some strong defending nonetheless from Marty. I thought he was going to hold it. Genuinely did. I didn't remember the result of that. So that was pretty good as we take our second feature race win of the season. And just behind, you can see there Bortoletto and Marty coming home in second and third. There we go, guys. Celebrations there for Rodin, and I'm sure Toyota Gazoo Racing Haas will be watching that with very keen eyes. The celebrations on the podium. It's a good day for Toyota Gazoo Racing and Rodin in Formula 2. And in the championship, that gives us a 25-point lead. It's getting a bit juicy now. Starting to build that lead that we need to. With Andrea Kimi Antonelli still in second place. Gabriel Bortoletto in third. Isaac Hadjar's not had a good weekend. He's dropped from 2nd to 5th this weekend, and it's just been a tough one. But there we go, guys. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video across the world. Check out all my new socials. New TikTok and Instagram have been set up as well in the last few weeks, so you can keep up to date with everything there. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.